Are you really taking a picture of it?
Recording it.
Oh, recording.
Wait, what's supposed to happen?
Okay, so right now, one of the things is I don't have a candy thermometer anymore. It's, my candy thermometer seems to have been borrowed without my permission or knowledge. Well, someone walked off with it. So I have to do this by sight. And that is a much more difficult thing. Usually I have a thermometer and it'll tell me when I get to the right temperature. I'm going to guess right now this is probably at about 150, 160. And this will, I'm sorry, 250 or 260 degrees. This will get as high as about 380 degrees. And by that point, there will be almost no water left. It will be about 99.5% of the water will be gone. I think right here.
Vice house.
So, as much as I may want to stir this up to mix it, I cannot touch it there.
It's on the memory card. Right there.
Oh my god.
What do you think we got one away?
Battery's low, so I can turn it off.
Check.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Who's there?
They have a little bit more, just like moments ago if I turn it off.
That's what he said.
They have like red like batteries.
Okay, well,
So I'm gonna turn it off and take
okay, so you can see a very, very slight color change. It's gone from clear to a very light beige, like an off-white color. This will turn amber color, okay, almost like your hair here. Okay, very, very mild amber color.
I know.
Yes,
Background right there. It's a background. It's a background. Oh, use that as a background.
yeah.
Okay. When this starts, guys, when this starts turning brown, then I'll have to stir it. Because by that point, all the sugar molecules will have been broken apart, and if I don't stir it, you'll get hot spots, and the hot spots actually can start burning and turning into charcoal. So, the carbon. Oh, I think it's chocolate. The charcoal. You can start telling the liquid is getting thicker. The bubbles don't rise as quickly. They slow down a little bit. And the culinary term is we say that the bubbles are starting to stack on top of each other. Because the liquid is so thick now, the bubbles don't pop as fast, and it'll only get thicker from this point on.
Take a picture of the vision distorted.
So by this texture, I would say we are probably at about 280, maybe 285 degrees. That would be my guess. And again, we're going to get this close to 380 degrees.
Let me taste it. Mind if I dip it?
Okay, here's an interesting question. This stuff right here, the nickname for this stuff in a bakery is called napalm. Napalm is basically liquid fire, and that's what this is. If you touch this stuff, you go to the emergency room.
For real?
For real. I know this firsthand. When I was about 11, I got this stuff on my finger, and I know for a fact that I won't ever give birth. But if I ever gave birth out of my finger, that's exactly what it feels like. Okay. I had about a dozen blisters all over my finger, and it was exquisitely painful. So part of it is it's hot. It's extremely hot. A lot of things are hot, but it's also very sticky. So if it gets on you, you're not going to be able to get it off very quickly, and it's really, really hot. So again, you can see the bubbles are getting, the liquid is getting even thicker. The bubbles are forming. I can see a slight color change again. I want to stir it, but I can't.
Liquid fire.
Essentially, yes.
I'm scared now. Mira cómo tiembla. Esto era en Colombia. Mujeres asesinas.
Okay, perfect. That's just right. Okay, again, I want to stir, but I'm going to fight off the urge. Again, slightly more golden color, but only slightly. This is probably going to be another minute or so. It's going to change very rapidly. I'm basically right now I'm playing a game of chicken with the sugar. Who's going to flinch first? Who's going to flinch? Who's going to stir first? This is a game of chicken. Okay. You got to wait until the very last minute. If you wait 2 seconds longer, you'll get basically burned sugar, which is bad. But if you don't wait long enough, then you get a runny mess. So you have to be just right. Okay, we can start seeing you're getting that amber color. Right, I'm going to start stirring very slowly. I'm going to agitate it as little as possible. If I don't start stirring now, I'm basically going to I'm going to start burning it because again we're going to get hot.
Whoa, I thought it was in a drum.
Are sugar burns like the worst burns you can get?
Sugar burns are some of the worst because they are hot and sticky. Again, I'm not stirring fast, first of all, to avoid hurting myself, but also there is still the very slight chance that sugar crystals could form, and I want to mess it up as little as possible.
So can I play chicken?
Yes, sir, bro.
Again, want to go far enough without going too far. And I'm going to say that's it. Okay, here we're going to see a little bit of bubbling and frothing here. Yep, the peanuts are getting fried.
Yeah.
That has dropped the temperature considerably just by putting the peanuts in there. Here we go.
I'm walking over there now. Come on, I got the camera person. I'm gonna walk over there.
Guys, don't get my... Around the track?
Oh, you had stuff in the pot?
Mm-hmm.
That was just water and vinegar.
Water and sugar.
The most basic ingredients you have to have are water and sugar. The other things I've added are to prevent it from crystallizing. But in a very technical sense, I didn't even have to have peanuts, but it's a lot tastier with the peanuts.
What is that, caramel? Like, did you make...
If I added milk to this, or cream, I would have made caramel.
So what'd you make?
I made peanut brittle. And right now, this is way too hot to touch. I have to let it cool off. It's right now 12:30, so at about 5 minutes to 1, we'll break this apart and we can eat it. But I promise you, I will not let it break before or after you guys leave. I'll make sure you're here while we're doing it. So at this point, just wait and enjoy yourselves.
Okay, well, this